Hello and welcome to Overanalyze. My name is Levi and today I'll be covering District 25 1A. We're going to be starting Region 4. This is the last region of 1A. Almost there in about a week. We're going to start 2A. I'm excited. We're getting kind of down to the wire for this 1A, for the smallest classification. Alright, for location of District 25, we're kind of in kind of around Waco, north, south, and west, southwest. I mean, Oglesby is pretty southwest-ish. And actually, kind of crazily enough, Cranfill's Gap is only a 15-minute drive from Meridian. If you remember Meridian, I was District 20. That's Region 3. That is, I mean, District 20. That's that was a while ago, and it's only a 15-minute drive. And actually, I think it's like a 20-minute drive to Iredell. So they're really close, these districts, even though they're far away on the as far as playing each other. They wouldn't meet each other until state in the playoffs. Interesting. Getting into the teams, we've got Abbott, Ikea, Cranfill's Gap, Golson, Jonesboro, Mount Calm, and Oglesby. So getting in teams, we got Ikea first. They represented first for this district, and they made it to the area round after beating Milford. They then lost to Zavala. They went 11-1 in district. Their only loss was to Abbott. They split with Abbott, but then they won the seeding game by 5. So it was actually really close. All 3 times they played, it was really close. It has 15 people on the roster. I mean, a lot. I don't know if that's like their program or whatever, but they only have 1 senior, so they are bringing back a lot of people. Maybe they can get enough separation to maybe not have to share first place in the district. They have a lot of 23s, so a lot of juniors this year. They'll be seniors next year. Next year is going to have to be. Next year, they're going to have a lot of people graduating at the end of it. So it seems like they're going to have to make this next season count really, really well. So next we got Abbott. They represented second place. They also made it to the area round. They beat Penelope in Bi District. They lost to Chireno. In area. They also went 11-1 in district. Split with the Kia and lost seeding game by 5. They have a roster, but they only have 1 graduation year on it, so I don't really know anything about it. I know their names, I guess. Next we have Jonesboro. They got 3rd and they lost in Bi District to Hubbard. Now, of course, it may have actually worked out best for Jonesboro because it was an extremely close game, and that's kind of the way you want to go out. You want to go out with a nice battle, rather than lose by 30 to Natchez, which is what Hubbard did in the area round. Jonesboro knew what it was like to lose in close games this year. They had 4 losses in the district season. They went 8-4. They were by a combined 21 points. That's not a whole lot whenever you think about it. On average, 5 points, especially to the top 2 teams. But then you go even closer. It was a 2-point loss to Abbott and a 1-point loss to Ikea in the first circuit. So they were a couple of plays away from tying for first, maybe even grabbing first place in the district in the playoffs. So maybe that's something that they can do next year. They have 2 seniors on their 10-person roster, which means that they will have a shot of at least holding a share of second place, maybe even first place. Don't even know. Next we got Oglesby. So they got 4th. They lost in Bi District to Coolidge. Oglesby, they beat Morgan early in the season, which is to give kind of a reference, I guess. So it seems to be there's kind of a gap between them and the top 3 teams. I think they went 6-6 this year. They don't have the Cranfill's Gap games or the Mount Calm games, but neither one made the playoffs, so I'm inclined to believe that they won both of those games. I honestly don't know what their roster looks like. there's 27 people uploaded to it, and it looks really messy because there's a lot of like old graduation years, so I don't even know like how to break that down. I'm just not. So them along with Abbott, they both have rosters, but it's hard to, I guess, get an accurate representation of those rosters. So I guess we'll get into final predictions now. I have Akia at 12-0, Abbott at 9-3, Jonesboro at 9-3, Oglesby at 6-6, Mount Calm at 4-8, Golson at 1-11, and Cranfield's Gap at 1-11. So I have an Abbott and Jonesboro split. So Jonesboro picks up a game against Abbott, but then also Akia picks up that second game against Abbott to go perfect on the season. And then at the bottom, Golson and Cranfield's Gap, they split this year. I don't know much about them. I say they split next year. That's all I have for District 25. Tomorrow I will cover District 26 1A. Thanks for watching.